Hi, my name is Cindy Martin, and I'm a psychiatric nurse practitioner. And I'm making this video because I want to help anyone who's struggling with the worries, the fears, and the panic about the coronavirus. Let me give you some examples of some things I've been hearing from my patients over the last couple weeks. Yesterday, a woman called me and she said, "I'm just so panicked. I was actually crying yesterday. And I was pacing around my house. I didn't know what to do. I've heard complaints of I can't sleep or my stomach's upset all the time." Another woman said, I just don't know what to do with myself. I try to be productive, but I'm so keyed up and nervous and obsessing about what I should be doing about the coronavirus and whether or not I can go back on. I'm obsessing online about trying to get more disinfecting wipes and toilet paper, and all of a sudden I'm spinning my wheels and not concentrating or organized in what I could be doing that's productive today. Another complaint is, I'm not just worried about the coronavirus, I'm worried about everything. Because that's what happens. Sometimes when we're in a fearful state, it just turns up the volume on all of our worries. And this one particular woman was going on and on about, I'm not just worried about the coronavirus, I'm worried about this tooth I have that I've had a problem with, and if I get that toothache again, how am I going to go to the dentist? And I have a son that lives out of state. What if he gets the virus and I won't be able to visit him? So I'm sure that you know people that are telling you these tales of worry and fear, because it's a real thing. I specialize in the treatment of anxiety disorders, but in an anxiety attack, I'm helping people realize that the brain is tricking them into thinking there's danger present when there isn't. And that's what's creating the anxiety. That's what's creating the adrenaline response. But in this case, there's real fear here. There's real danger. The coronavirus really is here, and it's very serious. So here are the few things that I can share with you today that might help you if you're feeling panicky. First of all, understand what's happening to you if you're feeling panicky. Your brain is giving you a danger signal. Alert, danger, coronavirus, and you're getting an adrenaline response. Adrenaline is the hormone that it's like a switch. It turns on when danger is present, it turns off when danger is past. Adrenaline has effects on your entire body instantaneously. It puts you in an immediate readiness to freeze, fight, or flee. You've heard of the fight or flight response. So what does my body need to fight a predator or run away from a predator? If I'm at an ATM machine and a mugger comes up and puts a gun in my back, what do you need to fight or run? First of all, you need muscle tension. So your muscles get tight. You need blood pumping into those muscles, so your heart rate increases. You need more oxygen in that blood that your heart is pumping into your muscles, so your respirations become more rapid and more shallow. So you're ready. In this case, there's no predator. When you're panicking about the coronavirus, the fear and worry is in here. And it's telling you, coronavirus, and you're getting that adrenaline response, so your body's tense and you've got this energy rush with nothing to fight or run away from. So you're stuck with this uncomfortable feelings in your body, and that adds to your fear and anxiety because you don't like how this feels. You don't like the fact that your heart's pounding and your stomach's in knots and you feel tense and anxious. So, what can we do about that? Well, yes, this coronavirus is a real danger. But is it happening to you now, right this minute? So that's step one in how to calm yourself down. Because once you have that adrenaline response, if somebody says to you, calm down, you can't calm down because your brain hasn't turned off danger. So here's how you find out you're not in danger. Realize it's not happening to you now. How do we do that? Pretend there's a camera in your soul of you, in your inner being, and take a snapshot of now. Now. What's happening now in this picture? And use your 5 senses to see if there is real danger of the coronavirus here now. Look around. What do you hear? What do you see? What evidence that you're in real danger is coming in right now? What do you see? What do you hear? Nothing. Now recognize that. See it and recognize it like this. Oh, I'm safe. I'm not in danger. And then breathe a sigh of relief. Phew, thank goodness, I'm okay. Now this exercise I'm calling, it's grounding in the here and now. So that's the first and most important thing you can do when you're panicking about this thing. Ground yourself in the here and now. Take that picture of now. Click. Am I in danger right now? No, I'm not. Phew, thank goodness. Let me go back to enhancing that sigh of relief with an example from real danger. The difference between real danger is something that's here now. You can see it, you can touch it, versus a worry, which is not here. And worries are always about the future. It's about what's going to happen later or what could happen tomorrow, not what's happening now. So in real danger, let's take an example of you're almost in a car wreck. You're on the street, somebody pulls out in front of you, your adrenaline kicks in, your hands are gripping the steering wheel, your heart's pounding, you slam on the brakes, you swerve, and you miss the guy. What's the first thing that happens when you go around him and you're driving safely down the road? What's the first thing that happens to you? Whew. Oh, thank goodness. That sigh of relief is actually a very healthy function of our biology. When you sigh like that, it's a long exhalation that's actually getting rid of that buildup of carbon dioxide you had when you were hyperventilating in fear. Along with that sigh of relief, when you go, your muscles all relax. Your hands relax your grip on the steering wheel. And it happens like that. So this adrenaline response is instantaneous. It comes on very quickly when danger is present, when the car pulls out in front of you. And it turns off very quickly when you realize the danger has passed. And your body resets, and that's when you calm down. So that's what you can do with this. Recognize you're not in danger now. Breathe a sigh of relief. Phew, I'm okay. Let your muscles relax. And let that emotion come into you. The emotion we feel when we say, oh, thank God, I'm okay, is gratitude. Gratitude. Thankfulness that I'm okay. Because we just recognized it. It was so clear. We almost had a wreck, and now we're safe. So give that to yourself. If you've been worried and upset about the coronavirus, do this anytime, especially before you go to sleep at night. Get grounded in the here and now. Take a snapshot of now. And when you say, am I in danger of this virus now? And you see that you aren't, whew, breathe a sigh of relief, relax, and feel the gratitude. I'm thankful that I'm safe from this thing now. And feel the peace that goes along with it. You feel peaceful and calm. Now, of course, the worries are going to come back. So here's how to deal with real worry. First of all, check your worry for exaggeration, because most fears are generalized fears and exaggerated. The worried brain tries to play tricks on you. And one of the major fear tricks it tells you is when you're in this frenzy about the coronavirus, your panicked brain isn't telling you it might happen to you or your family. It's telling you it's going to happen. And that's not true. Your brain is playing a trick on you. And when you think, oh my gosh, this is going to happen, what have you done? You've pushed that danger signal. You've given, that brain is going to say, alert, you're in danger, and you're going to get an adrenaline response. So if you're doing that all day, a little bit of obsessing and worrying about this coronavirus as if it's really in your home, in your life now, you're giving yourself a little dose of adrenaline all day long, and you're staying keyed up, and you're spinning your wheels. It's almost like you're running around the neighborhood looking for that mugger that I said had put a gun in your back. You're looking for that mugger, that you're looking for a predator that you can fight, and there isn't any. You're trying so hard to find that sense of control of something you can do to fight this virus, and there's no way to go find the mugger that's out to get you, because there isn't one that's tangible. There's no tangible thing you can see or touch. So what can you do? What can we do about our real worries about this thing? And you know the answers already. But the first thing we can do with any worry is what we can do. What we can't do is get control of life, because we're not in control. We don't have a guarantee that we won't get it. Life is what it is, and life comes at us, and we can only respond to what comes into our life. I don't get to dictate what happens. We don't get a magic eraser to erase the things we don't like. But what we can control is how we respond to what comes into our life. So surrender to the fact that you're not in control, because part of that frenzy is trying to control that invisible predator by obsessing and worrying all day. Worry is actually an illusion of control. The more I worry about this coronavirus, I feel like I'm at least doing something to fight it. You're not. You're just disturbing your own sleep. Okay? So, surrender to your lack of control about what you can't do anything about, and then figure out what you can do about it, which is reduce the risk. Like you've been hearing on the news, it's all over. What can we do to keep ourselves safe? And we're doing it. And I know you're doing it. You're staying at home. You're limiting your trips to the grocery store. You're bringing your groceries in safely and unwrapping them in a safe way and cleaning your vegetables. You're keeping the 6 feet apart distance. So do what you can to reduce your risk of a scary thing happening. And plan for it. What would I do if? Come up with some concrete plans that will give you a sense of control. And then whatever happens, happens. And here's the truth. We do deal with what happens. When we're dealing with what happens, with what life brings to us, when we're in the moment of dealing with things, we're not nearly as scared as when we're in our worried brain. We handle things that we have to handle. And you will too. You will deal with anything that comes your way with this. But for now, if you're panicking, you're missing out on the joy of today. So ground yourself in the here and now. Get that camera, click. Everything's okay. I'm okay. We're okay. Feel that gratitude. Feel that peace and serenity. And then move on with your day. Ground yourself in the here and now, where you feel safe and calm and peaceful. And then plan what you're going to do today. You may have to do this 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night. Start your morning with grounding in the here and now and knowing that you're okay now. You've done everything you can to reduce your risk. And then get on with what you can do today to get the most out of today. So here's my revised serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change about this virus, the courage to do the things that I can in reducing my risk and making concrete plans, and the wisdom to know the difference and to live today with gratitude and peace. I hope this has been helpful to you.